to locate the exit nearest you, keeping in mind it may not be the one through which you entered. Cell phones, laptops, tablets, and any other devices with LCD screens should be silenced and put away at this time, as they are a distraction to those around you and the performers on stage. The use of unauthorized recording devices and photography are strictly prohibited. Thank you and enjoy the event.
Good afternoon. I'm Charles Royal, Chair of Meredith's Board of Trustees. Welcome those who are in Jones Auditorium and those who are streaming on the live stream. What an exciting day, an historical day for Meredith College to announce our 9th college president. This past summer, a few of us trustees met with Dr. Allen when she informed us of her interest in retiring at the end of this academic year. As you might imagine, there was a lot of mixed emotions. Dr. Allen, who is a member of the class of 1980, has been an amazing president. Her leadership and accomplishments over the past 13 years have been critical to Meredith's growth and success. Her legacy will be a highlight of Meredith's rich history. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Allen to the stage to make a few comments as we start our program.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Chair Royal, members of the Board of Trustees, and our beloved students, faculty, staff, and alumni. It's with gratitude and joy that I stand before you today, marking a momentous milestone in Meredith College's journey. As I prepare to pass the torch after 13 years of service, I'm here today with both a profound sense of pride for what we have accomplished together and an unwavering optimism for the bright future that lies ahead. Together, we celebrated triumphs and faced challenges with resilience and unity. Our shared dedication has helped make Meredith College an environment where women are empowered to lead, excel, and make impactful contributions to society. Going strong isn't just a tagline. It's a reality because of the strength, commitment, and spirit of our community. As I reflect on my journey with Meredith, I'm filled with a range of emotions. I owe Meredith College quite a lot. From my undergraduate days to my early days back on campus, leading this beloved institution to today. There are chapters in our stories, and I'm excited for Meredith College as we embrace this next pivotal chapter, excited for the fresh perspectives and visionary leadership that our 9th president will bring. I want to thank Chair Royal and the members of the Presidential Search Committee for developing a strategic process to identify Meredith's next president. The dedication of those involved in this process assures me that the future of our college is in capable hands. The Meredith College legacy is strong, and I'm confident that the next president, buoyed by the support of all of you, will carry this legacy forward with honor, innovation, and an enduring commitment to our core values. As I step away from this work, I do so with immense gratitude for the opportunity to serve, to lead, and to be part of this extraordinary community. Meredith College holds a special place in my heart, and I will forever cherish the memories, friendships, and lessons that have shaped my tenure and my life. As I prepare to leave office, I must admit that I will miss being your president. but I'll always be your most faithful alumna and friend. Thank you. I love you all.
Here we go. I have to put the glasses on first. Thank you. Good afternoon. My name is Leslie Landis Hayes from the class of 1980, and this is Ella Plowler Franz, also from the class of 1980. We had the delightful opportunity to co-chair this search for our 9th president of Meredith College. We started this process in September of last year. We first partnered with a national search firm, Academic Search. Then we formed the search committee in October. This is an unbelievable group of 14 individuals who love Meredith. They were extremely committed to following the process and adjusted calendars and schedules to be present at all of our meetings. It has been an honor and a privilege to get to know this committee, and we have built deep friendships. We would like to introduce them to you now, so please stand when I call your name and turn around so that this group can acknowledge you. From our campus, Jillian Jackson, a current student. Representing our faculty, Kathy Ostrowski. Alicia Johnson. Karthik Agoram. From our trustees, you've already met Charles Royal, Board of Trustees Chair. Andrea Fox, class of 1995. Christy Barbie, class of 1983. Chuck Stuber, he was not in a class. But he has deep connections if you know his last name. And those that were not able to be here today. Lena Brooker, class of 1962. Yes, let's clap for Lena, thank you. Yvette Brown, class of 1990. David Branch, also not a class. And Astra Ball, representing our faculty.
In October, Academic Search was on campus and held feedback sessions with students, faculty, staff, and the leadership team. Many of you here participated in those sessions to find out what this community wanted in our next president. We also sent a survey out to our alumni, and we received 300 responses. We took all this information, and the search firm, along with our committee, created a job description and a rubric to use in evaluating our applicants. During November and December, the job description was posted to 7 national publications to market the job. In January, we were ready to start reading and reviewing the applications. Each applicant provided a cover letter and a CV, which we all read, each one of them, and some were very, very long.
We received 95 applications. In late January, the committee came together to review the applications and select the applicants that we wanted to move forward. On February 7th and 8th, we held 15 Zoom interviews. On February 19th and 20th, we held 7 in-person interviews here in Raleigh in a secret location. On March 5th, 4th, 5th, and 6th, we brought the 3 final candidates to Raleigh for over a day of meetings with trustees and our leadership team in another secret location. On March the 11th, the committee came together to vote on who we wanted to recommend as the 9th president of Meredith College. Throughout this entire process, all search committee members had a voice in every decision and an equal vote in the final outcome. we unanimously voted to send one candidate to the Board of Trustees for approval. On Thursday, March the 21st, the Board of Trustees unanimously voted in favor of our recommendation.
As Meredith graduates ourselves, we wanted to make sure that our next leader understands exactly what it is that makes Meredith such a special place. Of course, the academic credentials and the pedigree are critically important for success in this job. Our president-elect has all of that. We wanted to go deeper than that. Our committee felt that the next president should respect the sanctity of an all-women's education. Our president-elect attended a women's college herself, and her daughter is currently attending an all-women's college. She gets it.
It was important to us that this president respect and participate in the community that is built here, the lifelong relationships established among students, the personal relationships between students and faculty. She comes to us from that sort of place. She has spent her career meeting with students, eating in the dining hall with students, and staying connected to the ever-changing world of education by continuing to teach a class every semester while serving as provost. She gets it.
There's perhaps no other place that values their traditions more than Meredith. It's a large part of what makes a Meredith Angel so special. When the committee asked this candidate how she would talk to prospective students and their parents on why they should come to Meredith, she led with our traditions. Our president-elect spoke with such enthusiasm for corn husking, for Alice, for the ring ceremony, that Leslie and I both had chill bumps. You can expect her to be fully engaged. This next leader gets it.
Now, after 6 months of this process and 95 applications later, it's time to share who will lead Meredith in the days, months, and years ahead. Charles, back to you.
I promise we're getting close, okay? So Leslie and Ella, thank you so much for leading an amazing presidential search process. You did a remarkable job, and thanks to all of our search committee members. I would like to give you just a little more, a bit of background on our next president. Ella and Leslie spoke a little bit about that. But for the past 26 years, she has worked at her alma mater, which is about the size of Meredith, advancing from an assistant professor to the provost and chief academic officer. She holds a Bachelor of Science in Sociology, a Master's in Speech Communication, and a PhD in Communication. Our next president is experienced building community, working collaboratively, launching new academic programs, managing enrollment, and building strong donor relationships. As you will see, she is high energy and engaging and a very likable person. She's a huge proponent of women's education and is committed to keeping Meredith as an all-female undergraduate college. She grew up in Georgia and spent summers in North Carolina. She and her husband, who is with us today, have 3 adult children and 2 amazing canine companions, which I'm sure you'll meet at some point. I would like to end with a quote from our new president speaking about Meredith. Since its start, Meredith has provided women with a transformational education. The next president must keep an eye on the past to collaborate the richness of all the college has been for over 130 years. Equally so, the president must confidently embrace the challenges and opportunities of the future, be mindful of what the college can become, and convinced that our best days are still ahead. Given the opportunity to lead Meredith, I'm committed to do these very things. Drum roll, please. Meredith community, I would like to introduce Meredith College's 9th president, Dr. Amy Sapp.
Well, my goodness, don't you know how to make somebody feel special? I am humbled and honored to be with all of you today. I want to begin with a special thank you to Chairman Charles Royal and Search Committee co-chairs Ella Franz and Leslie Hayes. They spent so much time and were so professional and incredibly patient as I asked literally hundreds of questions going along. But I want all of you here to know that they represented Meredith very well. One thing I learned about Meredith early on is that you all know how to make moments count. I absolutely love how your traditions here are so deeply meaningful and they connect across generations, all who have ever called Meredith home. I also learned early on that you love a good story. I mean, which college has an affinity for a story like Meredith does for Alice in Wonderland? But that's not the only good story that you've been paying attention to and caring for. The better story is actually your story. It's the Meredith story. There have been so many amazing chapters already written in the story that is Meredith College. But the latest chapter, the chapter centering on the illustrious presidency of Joe Allen, is an extra special one. We all know that President Allen's accomplishments are many. I want to share with you that early in the interview process, I asked a student how the campus was feeling about a presidential transition. That can be a hard thing. And the response was, no one can imagine Meredith without Joe Allen. It was just that simple. And for that, I am deeply grateful. Joe's signature is all over this institution. And I am in the enviable position of taking over the leadership of a college from a woman who so clearly worked hard every day to make Meredith the best place. And she did so leading from her heart. So thank you. I'd like to share just a little bit about my own story. My first trip down the rabbit hole of higher education happened in Atlanta, Georgia. My father enjoyed a decorated 47-year career as a professor of political science at Emory University. So from him, the value of higher education was instilled in me from a very young age. Later, I earned my undergraduate degree from a liberal arts women's college that is not unlike Meredith. And it was in that space that I really found my voice and my passion. I found that learning in an academic environment where I did not have to compete with men taught me that I could compete with anyone, that I could take a seat at the table and speak my voice and be a leader. And now we turn the page to where my story and the Meredith story come together. My husband, Travis, who is here with me today, has been a rock of support throughout my career. He is my biggest cheerleader and my greatest fan, and I will be forever grateful for his love and support. I have 3 grown children. They're all still in college. They're joining us on the live stream. Hi, guys. My son Coleman is in Ohio, completing a PhD in neuroscience. My son Clayton is right here in North Carolina. He's in Wilmington, completing a master's in film. And my daughter Carly is in Indiana, enjoying her sophomore year studying anthropology and Spanish. All 3 are very excited about this opportunity and are looking forward to spending summers and holiday breaks in the Massey house. We also have a couple of big, goofy doodles. Brandy and Aspen, who I know will enjoy exploring the Meredith Forest and taking long walks on campus, so I warn all of you now, they will undoubtedly greet you with great enthusiasm and try to entice you into a really long game of fetch. People often ask me, Amy, why Meredith? It's kind of a hard question because there are so many reasons. When I decided to explore presidency, I wanted to serve a college in a unique and special way, and I knew that it had to be the right fit, the right place, and the right time. But the most important thing that I knew is that it absolutely had to be a place where I could honestly champion the mission. So my first thought was always, wow, it would be a perfect fit if I could find a liberal arts women's college to lead. That's where I need to be. I've always known that. But my rational mind would take over as I reflected on the fact that there are far too few women's institutions in our country. What would be the odds that I would find that? So imagine my surprise when I found that the presidency at Meredith would soon be open. Imagine my delight as I learned that the values, programming, and traditions aligned beautifully with my own values and experience. And imagine my gratitude as I learned that the Meredith family is a strong and powerful one. The enthusiasm of graduates and friends of Meredith translates into a support for this institution, the likes of which I have rarely seen. But the final piece to the puzzle for me was the students. I obviously read all of the incredible and informative information on the website. As I mentioned before, asked hundreds of questions. I dug into articles in the Meredith Herald, and I explored a lot of social media. Students, if you have videos on YouTube that are not private, I have seen them. All of them. But what did I find in you? I found whimsy and curiosity and intelligence and fearlessness. What I really found was our new home. I'm sure you all probably want to know directly what strengths I bring to the table. So how about I summarize my strong points? My 5 words are analytical, relator, focus, significance, and deliberative. And I am thrilled that starting on July 1st, I will be able to leverage those strengths and my experience to walk alongside each and every one of you as we write the next chapter of the magical story that is Meredith College. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Sapp. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Travis, her husband, Travis Tamaris. So welcome to the stage. We're so excited to have Dr. Sapp and Travis as part of our Meredith community. And I know that all of you will enjoy meeting them later. But we're so excited to have this dynamic couple in the Massey House, and we look forward to your many years here at Meredith. And so now we have several representatives from our Meredith community that will welcome Dr. Sapp and Travis.
Hi and welcome. I'm Dr. Shannon Grimes, Professor of Religion and Chair of Faculty Council. As a representative of the faculty who teach the courses that form Meredith's 90-plus undergraduate majors and minors and our 34 graduate and certificate programs, I present to you a Meredith College portfolio, which you can use to capture your thoughts as you learn about our community. It is an honor to welcome you as our 9th president.
My name is Samantha Wilkins, and I'm the Associate Director of Financial Assistance. I'm Jim Frick, production supervisor for Meredith Events. We're serving as the co-chairs of the Staff Affairs Committee this year.
On behalf of the hundreds of staff who support Meredith College in numerous ways each day, we welcome you.
We present you and your spouse Meredith College umbrellas, which we hope you can use as you walk across our 225-acre campus, which is beautiful even on rainy days.
I am Courtney Allen, Alumni Association President. On behalf of more than 24,000 Meredith alumni who live across all 50 states and abroad, I would like to welcome you to our alma mater. On behalf of the Alumni Association, I would like to also present you with a Meredith blanket, which is symbolic of our warm and welcoming community.
I am Mary Grace Teachy, President of Meredith Student Government Association, one of the oldest student government associations in the Southeast. I am a member of the class of 2024, majoring in interior design. On behalf of the more than 1,600 students earning their undergraduate and graduate degrees, I welcome you to Meredith and present you and your spouse with your first ever Meredith College t-shirts. We so look forward to welcoming you to a variety of our traditions and student activities as you make yourself at home here at Meredith.
Well, thank you all for joining us today for today's exciting announcement. I invite you to please join us in the rotunda for our welcome celebration. And so please join us for our welcome reception. And for those of you who are online, I know that you will get to meet Dr. Sapp in the coming months, and I know you'll be excited for that. So we're going to close our program today with the alma mater.